the love of my life, and I excited tonight to give you.
Thanks for staying with us. I love Nollywood. I love watching Nigerian movies, Nigerian plays, and that shocks many people because many people think I should be Hollywood or obviously not Bollywood.
I just started watching Nollywood.
Well, I love Nollywood. I love watching good Nigerian movies. I've got my reservations. Yeah, I've got my reservations. I've got a thing about.
Yes.
I don't really flow with epic movies. They don't give what they should give. But good Nollywood movies, I could sit, watch, stream Nollywood movies. And today we've got Nollywood thespians, that's what I'm going to call them, in the house, and we're talking about Nollywood to the world. We're talking about play, stage play, open air play, because I want to know what that is called. Open air play, stage play, movies and everything. I've got Moshood Fatah.
Hello, how are you?
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having us.
Oh yes, and Treasure in Nagbari.
Yes.
I'm right?
Yes, very right.
I was praying that I get it. So, fun fact: when we started this show, about 2 years ago, Moshood was our first guest.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So Moshood is back 2 years after.
Aww.
So thanks for coming. So you're like a family.
Yeah, I am.
Family member.
I guess. Thanks, guys, for having us too as well.
Oh,
Thank you
glad
so
to
much.
have you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So let me start with Treasure. Over the years, what would be your assessment and judgment of Nollywood? Do you think it has evolved from when you were watching at home to when you joined to where it is
Yeah,
now?
definitely. It has definitely evolved. You know, there's more technology involved. People are more serious, take it more seriously, and people have come to respect the thespians, the actors. You know, from the stage plays to the film sets and everything. Yeah, that's definitely evolved. I must say.
Oh. Do you think Nollywood? How would you compare it? Hollywood, Bollywood, other industries. Do you think Nollywood is there, or was
That's
I think there was a
very-
time it was second. I don't know. Do you
And I think
we're
it was third.
there? Third.
I don't
Yeah,
go by
no,
those
Hollywood.
numbers. I don't really care for those numbers. I'll just choose to focus on what we are as a country, as an industry. And first of all, the Nollywood space and the Nigerian theatre space are two distinct, although connected in some way, but they're two distinct spaces. But if you're going to start off with Nigerian film industry, I think we've come a long way. I just came off the African International Film Festival where we had a couple of short films and feature-length films produced. And one thing I would say is that more than ever, Nigerian films are now more ambitious in terms of scale. 2 nights ago, I was at the premiere of Osasi Gadaro's movie, Three Cold Dishes, directed by Asarf.
Yeah.
And it was shot across, I think, like 3 or 4 African countries.
Yes.
And when you watch the movie, you can tell that, man, they spent, I think they had a budget of about 2 billion naira. So people putting 2 billion naira into a movie, I think the Latifah Adedimeji movie as well was like 750 million naira.
Yeah.
So to hear the amount of money that people are putting into these movies, you know that they're pulling
Serious
it.
business.
Yeah,
But
they're pulling
are
it.
those
They're pulling it.
numbers real? Because I see
When you watch the
750
movies,
million, I see
when you
1
watch
million,
the
I'm like,
movies
Trust me,
and you
really?
see the
They are
scale
real.
of the production, especially as producers, you can tell when you see a scene like, I know how much it would have cost them to get this location, to get this
Even
cast, to get
the
this
little
stuntmen.
YouTube movie you see,
Yo, we're talking 15 million, 20 million for YouTube
it's
films.
a lot of money
Yeah.
that goes into it. As little as it is, as you know, oh, what are they doing? Oh, it's not, they didn't spend money. That money that you're seeing that they didn't spend, they spent a lot.
So you guys are rich, right? That's what's given.
I don't. When you say you guys, what do you mean by you guys?
As an actors,
You all.
I don't know that actors are rich. I don't even know that they're supposed to even be rich, going by what we do. Because let's be actual, let's be factual. We are in a third world country where the naira is very strong, and so obviously that affects every industry. Nollywood inclusive of that, and we've not even gotten to a place where we have structures in terms of royalties, of residuals, of payments after you do the thing.
Payments and all
Most times it's just like a one-off payment.
So quick one, yeah?
Yeah.
Is there a body that is in charge of these fundings? Because a year, billions of naira was splashed into a movie. So I'm wondering how. Is it
So-
just one person?
I think a tweet came across just past me, and I saw someone saying every year they hear that they're announcing some funds, but nobody gets to touch the money. So there's that question of where is this money going to? But then when you see certain projects of considerable scale, you know that this money is actually going somewhere. Now it's not a matter of who is close to the corridor of power to access that money.
Connection.
There is that, but there's also the thing of who has done their homework. Because at the end of the day, is do you have your tax filing? You know, are you registered? Do you have the team that can actually prove themselves worthy of taking it? Because I mean, I'm not going to give you £1 billion if I don't know that you have
You can pull it
a
off.
workflow
History,
or a
yeah.
record of good work. So there are all of these things that play into getting those funds.
I want to ask Treasure. Now, do you think, let's come to the movies and cinema, stage play. Now, do you think streaming platforms are taking the glory from stage plays, theater, cinema, yeah? Do you think streaming platforms are taking that glory from them?
Well, like you said, I think we should separate theater and the film.
Why?
Because I don't think anything can really take the place of stage plays. People want something live, so they go there to watch. I like, people are going to come and watch us. We are going there to watch this person live and get all the live reactions, get the crowd. It's like going to watch a movie, but this time they're acting it out in front of you. So that's just different. But in the film sector, in a way, streaming platform has kind of taken over. Than, like, for me personally, I would prefer to watch a film on my phone or my TV than going to the cinema.
Careful.
And it's quite unfortunate because it's unfortunate because there's this, like, cinema. There's a cinema culture, and it looks like it's dying like bit by bit, and it shouldn't be. But it's just so easy to sit down in your house from the comfort of your home, stretch, lie down with your popcorn or anything that you have, and just munch and watch your film in peace
I
with
get
nobody
you.
shouting in your head.
But can I just say something?
Yeah.
I think a couple of days ago, last week, maybe last week Saturday, we had the Nigerian Cinema Day. Where cinemas across the
and
entire
I think it was
country
like for
charged about 2,000
2000,
naira to
yes.
watch. And a friend of mine went to, I think, a cinema in Ikeja somewhere. It's not ICM, and they said everywhere was packed. So clearly,
What?
people want to go to the cinema,
But
probably they are
funds.
priced out
The price-
of, so they have to negotiate between cinema tickets and transport. So people still love
Going to cinema.
going to the cinema. The thing is, how much can they afford? We cannot lie that the economy is not crunchy right now.
Yeah.
So there is that part. But what I will say is that, still going back to the numbers and how, you know, us being a third world nation and how poverty is on the high side compared to those who are middle class. The average guy cannot go to the cinema, but he needs to be entertained.
Yeah.
I can't even tell you how many times I've been on the road and I'll see a market woman or a organizer or somebody who's watching stuff from YouTube because it's more accessible and it's
because
free.
it's cheaper.
So I guess we're just kind of leaning into the markets that can access the products that we give today. So cinema is now beginning to look like a middle class leisure thing to do, or things that people will do during festive seasons.
Yeah, so this is
So,
me.
yeah.
This is me wondering, yeah, because if you're going to release a movie and you're taking it to the cinema,
Yeah.
is there like a price control? Are you telling them like, oh, I'm bringing my movie, this is the amount you guys should collect from people that are coming to watch, or is it just the cinema that's putting out the price, and whenever they put out
Many
the price?
things come into
Okay.
come into that. First of all, the quality of the film, the calendar, when it's coming out. So a movie that's coming out in what you might call a dry season, maybe because the hot seasons usually be Christmas, Salah, Valentine. Sometimes those are hot seasons. But then the other parts are in between where, you know, people don't really go to the cinemas. You can't be charging exorbitantly.
Yeah.
However, if you are doing a big blockbuster movie and you have some superstars that you know that can pull the numbers, then you can actually afford to say, I'm going to put a price premium on this, and maybe add certain concessions like maybe popcorn or other things to
it.
you know, yeah. So there are many things that go into pricing for films.
Okay, so being a stage play lover, what's that challenge you guys face bringing story to page? As in bringing the story from page to the stage. I don't know if you understand.
We didn't have any. Okay, so let me just
You
say.
guys love stage play.
Yeah,
because
I mean-
I'm not saying you're condemning cinema.
No,
or-
never,
No,
never.
You guys
Not at all.
love stage play.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
that's
do.
why I'm like, what's that challenge you guys face bringing the story from page to the stage?
So let's talk about my play before I let you go,
Yeah.
which I wrote, produced, directed, and also star in. Thank you. I want to say that as far as my theater career goes, and I've been doing this for close to about 10 years now, this may be the production that I've enjoyed doing the most. We had rehearsals
10 years.
yesterday,
Yes.
and it felt like we were just gisting because the writing is so good.
Yeah.
And you definitely have to see it.
You have to.
It's so easy on the ear. Like, are we working? Wouldn't the audience think that we're just making this up on the go?
Exactly.
So it's a thing of how good is the writing I haven't even been on stage in 2 years, and that's on purpose. And the reason why I even came on stage 2 years ago was because a friend of mine, Joshua Alabi, Killings Up Concepts, who's around here anyway, he had a fantastic script. I'm like, okay, for you, I will come out and I will do it. And since then, I'm like, I'm not going to do anything that's not good enough for me until this one came along, and then I did it. So for me personally, it's quality of script over anything. If the script is good, I'm good to go.
Okay, so Treasure, before I let you go, so that's display. How did you feel comfortable? You know, a two-man cast. You know, how did you feel comfortable doing this with the director, the producer, who is also an actor? So it seems like the pressure is going to be so much on you. Because is the
Pressure for the pressure.
Moshood is the actor, Moshood is the director, Moshood is the producer. So he has the dream. You're just coming to bring the dream to reality. So how was it doing that? The whole rehearsal.
Be honest.
Let me breathe.
Be honest.
Okay, so when I first read it, I was like, okay, this is a good script. This is really good. And then, okay, we moved past the initial discussions. I'm like, okay, yeah, we're doing this, and let's get into it. And this man is directing, like he said, and producing. And he had already learned all his lines. And I was still trying to get like the first 10 pages. I was like, oh my. When immediately he told me he learned his lines, I was like, okay, no, you know what? No, you will never catch me on fresh. We're going back to that script. And then I went there. I had to like, you know, really put my, like really try to like come through because, and like he said, yesterday was really a good rehearsal because we really enjoyed ourselves. Everything flowed well. There's the chemistry, and he's very easy to work with. Very easy, and he's a true professional, and which is kind of hard.
Yeah, and he's a professional.
Okay, let me not say
very,
so hard.
Very, very easy to work with.
Let me not say so hard, but it's kind of, sometimes you don't really see actors that are really professionals, and I think that's what I respect about him.
Thank you.
I'm serious. Like, he comes, he's always on time.
And he pulls through.
Yeah, he's always on time, no excuse. If he says he's going to do something, he's going to do it, which makes me easy to like I can trust him that he will deliver at a particular time that he said he would. So, yeah.
So, Moshood,
Thank you for that.
Moshood, I'm going to put this to you
Okay.
before I let you go. You're the producer, you're the director. Where did you get this dream from? I know you're a lover boy though, so but where did you get this dream from? Just two casts finding themselves. Now this is where I said I don't know if it's not a stage play. It's not. Is that happening on the stage?
It's happening on the lawn.
You see, so should I call that an open air play? That's what I was saying. That's why,
No.
but I don't know what to call it.
No,
Okay.
so they are called lawn plays.
Yeah.
Oh, lawn
Based on,
plays.
like some
Oh,
garden
okay.
type setting, but there's a marquee for it, so there's no sun hitting your face or whatever.
Oh.
But it's on the lawn, and I have never done the lawn before. 'Cause I personally like to do my things in a theater. I hate the fact that people are watching me and they're eating at the same time. Like, I am performing for you and you're eating. How dare you? So I honestly never liked to do the lawn, but I said, you know what? Maybe I'm just scared because, to be honest, any actor who has done the lawn, she's done the lawn a couple of times. It takes. There are theater performers and there are lawn performers. Lawn performers, they're on a different kidder because those guys have to deal with the elements of sound, of cars, of all of these things going on, of the weather, and they still have to project. In the theater, you have the roof and everything to give you acoustics to help your voice. They are speaking into the air. So they are fighting the resistance of all of these elements, and they still pull through. And I want to say I'm a soft talent. So I've always been dodging lawn. But now I'm like, this play, I wrote this play
Finally caught
to be
up with you.
performed in an open space. The play was written to happen in a garden.
So where did you get the dream from?
Good question. I'm at home. I think I'd just finished a project or something. I'm watching TV in the house. My very good friend, Tosin Adeyemi, you would know her from House of Ga and Osamede. So she has a production company. So she calls me up and then she's like, Moshood, can you write a play for us? People are scared to approach me to do stuff like that anyway. Only a few people have that access. So I'm like, if you call me as a friend, I have to come through for you. So you know what? I'm going to write something for you. So I think I probably wrote it in maybe 2 or 3 weeks. But the intention was just to write it for them and just, move on. And then they did that at Lagos Fringe, I think about a year or 2 ago. And then fast forward to this year, I just went, you know what? I haven't done theater in a while. Maybe I'll just do that. So I sent it over. But guess what? I wasn't supposed to play the actor.
Yeah.
So why
The
you
actor
playing?
cancelled on us the night before the promo shoot.
Yeah.
So I'd paid for sets, I'd paid for costume, I paid for the photographer, the makeup person, the location, and then you're telling me night before that you have to pull out because that production called you. I'm not going to lose. So I'm like, I have to step up. Like, I literally just made that decision in like 2 minutes. Like, you know what? Fine, I'll learn the lines and I'm going to go. That's how we did it.
So why did you choose Treasure?
Interesting.
Were you the casting director?
Yeah,
too?
of
course.
Okay, so why Treasure?
Treasure?
Because this is the story, just
Yeah.
the summary, what I just read through. Two people meeting themselves in a lawn
Yeah, in park.
fell in the park, fell in love and all. So why have you been taking a look at Treasure?
Look at Treasure.
She's treasure.
Look at the
on her own.
treasure. No, take a look.
Treasure
Take a
on
look. Can you see that? That's a treasure. No, but so I had a couple of colleagues in theatre, directors who had worked with her, and they posted publicity material on their pages, and I always see it, and I go, this is a new face in theatre. When I came up into theatre around 2015, 2016, there were a couple of us who came into theatre. Myself, Lloyd Igbo, Oluchi Odi. There's some names in theatre who are like the pillars of theatre now who came up together. But with this story, it's a story about a millennial and a Gen Z character. I didn't want the female character to be a millennial acting as a Gen Z because I am aware that Gen Z have a different vocabulary, a different lexis, they have a different vibe to them. If I had an older person playing the Gen Z, it probably would not give what it needed to give in terms of actual vibe or aura, like they say. So I'm like, I want someone who's young, I want someone who's beautiful, but I want somebody who has theatre experience. And then I think Kevin Mary Ndukwe, who she has worked with, put up a poster for his show, and then I saw her face and I'm like, oh my God. Now she's beautiful, first of all. If you're working with Kelvin Mary Ndukwe, because he does the craziest plays, if you can survive him, you're good enough. So I didn't even think twice. I'm like, yeah.
So who's leaving who in 3 days?
I find out when you see
Yes,
the
when you come to watch it, you find out.
place. Find out.
Oh, okay, so interesting. I like that. So now let's now go general.
Okay, let's go.
And we have the Wole Soyinka Center for Arts and Culture, formerly National Theatre.
Still National Theatre, but that's the bigger name.
The bigger name. So you're still holding on to National
Oh,
Theatre.
yeah, forever.
We are all holding
On to National Theatre.
International, yeah.
Okay, so do you think the renovation of that place is going to do anything to the industry?
I would hope that it. What's that face? Because we had that talk yesterday, I think. I would hope that it does. Seeing the National Theatre of other countries, London, I was privileged to see the State Theatre in South Africa, and I saw what it meant to have a country support a theatre. And I saw the structure, I saw the support, I saw the jobs, I saw what it did for young talents. And now we have one that has been refurbished. I hope that those who are in charge of it would listen, would do their due diligence. I think we took a meeting with the DG of the National Theatre, I think earlier this year. She seems like a nice person. Hopefully she has a good team around her and they'll be able to, make something of this.
What about you? I want to get Treasure's assessment, your opinion. So do you think that's going to do anything for the industry?
Hopefully, like you said, I'm really hopeful. I am so hopeful, and we'll just leave it like that.
Interesting, nice one. Now let's also look at Nollywood, because we have lots of drama when it comes to. Now, that's what I'm going to put both of you on the hot seat, on the hot spot, because I got to do that.
I dare you.
So we always have issues clash between people who do similar movies, because these two people that come into my brain, they do similar movies. I know you should I use the word fan? But you work with one. So they do similar. I'm talking about actors that do similar movies, and people always tend to pit them against themselves. And sometimes they seem to be the ones who, they pit themselves against each other.
I'm so lost.
I think I guess.
Okay, so I'm going to bring it to Treasure. But do you think people who act similar movies or similar characters and their fans tend to pit them against themselves, how do you think they should manage such situations?
Okay, should we mention your names?
I'm not going to mention names now, but if it's trying to prove, I'm going to mention names. Yeah.
Oh.
How should they?
Yeah. How should they relate with their fans? Because it seems fans have this belief that, okay, this person and this person, they act the same character, and then they shouldn't be put side by side.
Sometimes, I don't want to say most times, but sometimes it's the fans that bring up issues. Sometimes, because really, these are just two people, two hardworking people that are trying to make a way for themselves in the industry. And, it's like the thing with Davido and Wizkid. And let's say, okay, yes, there's beef and all that, but sometimes before, when they started, it was just two artists trying to sing and do the best for themselves in their career and all that. But of course, the fans tend to compare and be like, oh no, this one's better, that one's better. I feel like that's the same thing happening, and they shouldn't bother about all that, because people will say what they want to say. Just focus on you, and they're already doing wonderfully well. They're doing well, so why bother about the fans? They'll be fine.
I like that. Focus on you.
Going by what you just said, I want to say that I think from the artist's perspective, I don't think the producers or directors or actors should care about what the fans are saying. At the end of the day, you've done your work. Are you making your money?
Exactly.
If the kids want to be kids, and obviously kids don't talk about anything sensible, it's their time to have those
fun.
Petty, unnecessary
Especially
conversations.
the kids on X.
And that's okay. Like, you do the talking. I think it even gives the artist more visibility,
more
exposure, whatever it is.
publicity, yeah.
So I mean, and it's a phase. At some point, they will outgrow that madness.
Yes.
That's gonna happen.
Yes.
Are you making your money as a producer?
Yes.
Are you getting your word out there? Making your ticket sales?
Yes.
I mean, I could be in the Bahamas. I don't care. Keep fighting. Who cares? Like, I'm earning my money.
Okay, so before we go, just two questions.
Before you let us go.
Okay. I want to. How do you avoid controversies? You've never trended for drama. How do you avoid controversies? Because sometimes I sit and I wonder how you avoid controversies, because I don't think you should be able to avoid controversies.
I don't think so. I honestly think as an artist, you can live without controversy. When did it become a thing that a popular person had to be in controversy all the time? Like, it's not growing up back in the day, but I want to say that we're millennials on this part of the table. Back in the day, sorry about that. But back in our day, aside from the things you heard in like Hints magazines or word of mouth or just you just heard one gist, it wasn't like anybody was constantly in the news for controversy. I was telling somebody at the premiere.
I feel like these things, they keep the industry going now.
No, so I'll tell
Like
you something.
spice.
I'll tell you something. I think I was watching. Well, at the premiere, I think we're talking about Damilola Adegbite. She came in, I'm like, wow, she's beautiful. I always liked her. And I told a friend, I said, she's one of the last actual ladies of Nollywood. And he said, how? And I said, there was an era where the industry brought out women who knew how to carry themselves. So you have Damilola Adegbite, you had Beverly Osu, you had Osasi Godaro, you had Adesua Itomi. When you look at all of Beverly, like when you look at those ladies knew how to carry themselves, almost like pageant queens. They didn't carry themselves. You didn't see them in drama that.
And that's the lifestyle. That's the way it should be, right?
And it's not just a thing of lifestyle of an actor. If you're a human being who comes from a good home, you will know not to embarrass yourself or your family.
Reputation is everything.
Forget fame. As a human being, you owe it to yourself to not embarrass your family.
Okay, Moshid, we're running out of
All right,
time.
cool,
So I
let's
just Treasure in 30 seconds. So what should we expect from you? Aside, before I let you go, where should we expect to see you? Movie, stage, movies, streaming.
Both everywhere. Like I am so interested in stage plays. I've been doing stage plays, and of course on your streaming platforms, on Netflix, on Prime, and in your cinemas. Expect me there.
Mention some things, because she has some things. Don't be shy. Mention the things that are coming out. She has some product. I think she can't talk about it now, but she has some things she's coming up with.
So for you, before I let you go, so how can people get their tickets? Where is it going to happen? What date is it happening?
Before I
In
let
30
you go,
seconds.
it's part of the Lagos International Film.
Yeah.
Where's my camera?
Yeah.
Before I Let You Go is showing at the Lagos International Film Festival happening November 15th and 16th at Muson Center. We have a lot of plays, but the one play you don't want to miss is Before I Let You Go, starring myself and the beautiful, wonderful Treasure Enagbare. It's a romantic comedy filled with lots of music, humor, nostalgia. It's all Gen Z, millennial thing. You're going to love this. Tickets are for 10,000 naira only. So come with your dates, come with your friends,
Yes.
come alone. Just please come. It's gonna
So
be a
some
nice
of us
time.
that are single, if we come there, we're going to get someone to
You
take
might
us
find
on.
love when you
Just
come.
might.
Okay.
You never
You
know.
might.
I should anticipate.
Because I'm actually looking for someone to take me home there. No,
2 years ago, it was the same thing you're telling me. What's happening?
Still. Oh wow.
So you have that reason. Well, thanks guys for coming. I
Thank
really
you for having
appreciate
us.
Moshi
Thank you so
Fata
much.
and
Thank you.
Treasure Enagbare. Thank you very much.
Nice
I'm doing very well, right?
Yeah, that's good.
Before I let you go, it's
for
happening
coming.
November 15 and 16 at the Muson Center. So get your tickets and go watch. maybe you could fall in love. Guys, we need to leave.
Yeah, hopefully when you go, they don't
guys
kick
for
you out.
Thank you
coming.
so
So
much.
glad to have you guys with
Did they
us.
kick me out somewhere before?
Uh-oh.
No.
Uh-oh.
I don't have confidence.
What's going on?
They kick me out. Who would dare pick a old babu me, baby?
Excuse me.
Nobody dare.
Nobody.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go, guys.
All right, thank you guys for coming. I'm
Thank
so,
you.
so excited to be in the midst of you guys. This is love.
Oh.
Love.
Thank you so much for having
All
me.
right, you're most welcome. I see you guys next week. I'm Elizabeth Shulari Okoke.
And I am Adedayo Kende. See you next weekend.
Do enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm Papa Bumi and
Bye.
Baby. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Start the morning fantastic. Seed you with flam, put it on your tongue, then flip it up like gymnastics. Anything you want, you can have it. Sausage, yellow, the planting. Can make love on the MG.